Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. There are full tutorials available on the website, on the YouTube channel as well. Line by line code is explained and you can create wonderful websites for your projects, for the school projects or for college projects or for any business requirements. Definitely try to build these projects. The source code is available and full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So now let's go to the website. So you can see the navbar, home, about, qualification. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements and you can see how we neatly align the text as well as we have aligned the information as experience, projects completed and companies worked with by using the justify content space around text, and then we can go to the about me section. You can see the hover effect on the button and you can see the technologies. This the way that we have aligned backend and front end. You can see the icons that we have added before the technology name, and you can see how we align the subtitle element and as well as subtitle, and we have also added the underline using the after effect of CSS function. Then we can see the professional qualification, that is experience, and by using the grid we have aligned them in the website. And you can see the icons also, how we integrate the icons. Then you can see the resume button and you can see the hover effect. Then we have the services section, that is front end. You can see the hover effect on the box and you can see the box will expand as well as the background color will change. And then we have the projects. You can see the projects. Then you can see the hover effect on the demo button. You can see how neatly we have aligned them, equally spaced. Then you can go to the testimonial section. You can see how the testimonial section is aligned. By clicking on this button, you can change. By using the directly also, it will move from one testimonial to another testimonial by 2 seconds to each testimonial. It will repeat by using JavaScript JS delivery. By using that library, we are creating this. Then you can go to the contact me section, get in touch. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you can see those footer elements, social media icons. You can see the hover effect, and this you can see the now bar also, scroll bar also. You can see hover effect on the scroll bar, and this website is entirely responsive. That is, it is available. It is also available in the mobile as well as in the tab version. Let me show you that. So you can see this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly it is aligned, and you can see all elements are aligned, equally spaced. There are no errors, and how neatly it is aligned. You can see by clicking on the menu element, you can get the menu icons visible, and you will be moved to that particular section whenever we click on that nav element. You can see the smooth transition also. If we go back, and this website is also available in tab version. You can see this is the tab version. The website is available in all three formats, as it is entirely responsive for different devices: tab, mobile, desktop version. We have seen the desktop version also. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. The full tutorial is also available in the uh, YouTube channel. Line by line code is explained over there. Please visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through line by line code. So this is the website that we're going to build. Responsive portfolio website. This is the home page. Now let's go to the index.html file. In the index.html file, you can see the head section. In the head section, we have the meta tags. As then we have the title tag for the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website. Then we have Google Forms that we have linked using link tag to our index.html file. Then we have linked our remix icons using link tag. This is the This is the external link that we're gonna use for having the icons embedded into our website. Then we have this icon.css, which is for the uh, JavaScript. This is for the swiper that we have added in our website. You can see here. Let me show you the image. Just one second. Um, just a moment. You can see how they are. This is done by using this uh, swiper.js CSS that we have linked here by using some code. Then we have our main CSS file, that is main CSS. You can see this is the main CSS file that we have. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we have the header section. In the header section, we have the main div, that is a container div. Then we have the nav div. In the nav, we have the first is a nav brand that we have, that is the logo name, by using the I element, which is nothing but the I tag, which is used for embedding the remix icon into into our website. You can see the home image. Let me show you in the home image. You can see this icon beside web div. That icon is done by using the I tag. Then we have the div for our nav elements. Inside div we have an order list. So we have an order list. Inside that we have a list item, and each list item has an anchor tag with an H reference to each and every section that we want to link our nav elements. Here you can see we have nav href is hero for the home section. So whenever you click on this nav element anchor tag, then it will move to the hero ID. You can see for this section we have ID equal to hero, so it will move to this particular section. So that is nothing but hr reference. And we have done for the about qualification services product and contact. Then we have another div for nav toggle. This is for menu icon. This is for the home. This is for the mobile version. You can see this icon. This is for the home icon that we have embedded over there using the RI menu 3 line. This is nothing but this is how you implement or integrate the remix icon into your website by mentioning the class as RI menu 3 line. Then the navbar as well as header ends here. Now let's go to the CSS consecutively. Here we can see the root element in the first section. That is, the root element is nothing but whatever the default values that you are going to use in the entire website. You can add those values here by giving them names in such a format. You can see here dash dash color dash primary colon. Here then you will provide the color here or font values. You can see this is the font size values 1.4 m, and font medium biggest values are nothing but these are the weight of the font elements. Then we have index menu values, z index values. So you can see all these values are default values that we are going to use in the entire website. So those values are added in the root element and they are called into the website into the each and every section using here you can see color equal to var color white. So we are calling color white by using the var element. This is how you call these root elements into the root element values into the main sections. So that you don't have to repeat all these values, you can just simply call them by using var and writing the name of that particular name that you have given to that default value. You can see this is the reset one. Whenever the website will restart and it will start from the beginning. Here we have added before and after for that. Then we have the h1 elements. For the heading tags, we are adding color and font size. And as you all know, as for the heading elements, that is heading tags, the size decreases as we increase the number. That is, h1 is the highest, biggest value, and h4 is the smallest size text. Then we have HTML. For the HTML, we write the font size. Then we have the code be very small. Then for the body, h1, all these elements and acknowledge paragraph element, we are writing margin padding equal to 0. And every acknowledge has its own style. So we are removing that list style type is none. So that we are removing the default list values. And for the image, we are giving maximum width is 100% and display is low. And for the anchor elements also, we have default values like underscore as well as color will be there for any anchor element that we directly use into our website. So those values can be removed by using the text declaration equal to none. Then we are adding our own personal color that by using the color tag. And name is equal to overflow variant, so it will not. So whatever the values it will go outside the required parameter, that is entire size of the website, it will be hidden. Then for the body section, we are adding the background color, font size, font family, color, margin line, and line height is added to the body element. Then we have the container. These are all default values that we are going to use, and by calling adding these class names, because you can see because we are here we have dot, right? So it means it's the class. You can see this is the container, right? Dot container is also available in lot of sections. You can see here. You can see dot container here, the header element. Then we have the same container tag also added here also. You can see in the hero section. So whatever the value that we are going to repeat again, so we don't have to write them again and again. So simply you can write at one time, and you can add them as classes to any section that you want to use simply by using this. So next, for the section we are giving padding, section heading. Next we have section title. Then you can see the margin is 8.0. This is for the header section. Then we have text alignment center. You can see the text is aligned exactly on the center. Then we have section title. So the section title will be font size and margin bottom equal to 0.5 m. And section subtitle, font size, font width, and position is given as related. And for the section subtitle after, this is nothing but you can see in the about section. Can see here we have an underline, orange color underline below who am I. This is done by using this after effect that we have in the CSS. So what we are doing is that we are creating position absolute so that it will take over the parent element. Parent element is section subtitle, right? So you can see here for this underscore parent element is section subtitle, which is who am I. So what I'm doing here is that width is 50%. I'm giving width is 50%. Height is 0.5 m. Background color is orange color I'm giving, and bottom is minus 1.5 pixel. Left is 50%. You can see that in the image that is exactly added to the center, and its length is half of that length of that who am I word, and that is done here by using the section subtitle after effect. This after and before effects are very important. Then for the grid elements, we are adding displace grid and gap is 3 rem. You can see here this one main section. You can see by using the display grid, we are aligning all these elements in the grid format. It is one after the another. So for that also we are using default value. For that also we are added default value, that is d grid equal to display grid, gap is 3 rem. So the distance between each and every object is 3 rem of gap. You can see between each and every object. Then you can, for the button, we are adding display signal block. For that padding is added, color, font size, and transition given. And we are using two different types of buttons in the website. One is button primary, one is button secondary. Background color is given and color is given to the button primary. You can see here in the button primary, you can see in the home section. This is section. Yes, you can see this is the primary button with the orange background and blue color text. This is given here. Then we have button secondary. Button secondary has background color is white and color is primary. Background primary color is given to it, and this can be seen in the contact section. You can see blue color and the text is in black color. And then we have the hover effects for both of them. Whenever we hover onto it, the background color will change and the color of the text also will change. Next, we have the header. For the header, we are giving positions fixed. Top is 0, left is 0, right is 0, display text, align icons is center. You can see all the items are aligned exactly with the center. Display text, so we are aligned each of them. You can see that. Then we have height, seamless transition is given to them. Then header scroll is given to them. Then we have the nav element. For the nav element, we are adding display flex. Justify content is space between, align icons is center. You can see each and every tag, each and every nav link is aligned. It will equally spaced between them. Then we have nav brand, that is nothing but the nav logo that we have added. You can see for that only we are giving the values get there. Nothing but the nav brand. Then we have nav brand I, that is for the I tag. We are adding the color equal to, color is added to it. Then we have nav list, and for the nav list we are using display flex. Column gap is 4. Then you can see the gap between each and every link element is 4 rem. Then we have for the nav link we are adding the transition. Transition is nothing but whenever we hover onto the nav elements, it will change its color, that is to orange color. You can see over color equal to change, color will change. nav toggle uh, is for the mobile version. So here what we are doing is that it will be display equal to none, means it will not be visible in the desktop version. It will only be visible in the mobile version. The nav element, you can see here, this nav element is there now. The nav button will only be visible in the mobile version. For that, we are added the values, that is font size, color is added, cursor pointer is given, and then we minor nav toggle button color will change into primary color. Here you can see this is for the maximum width of 968. That is below 968 width of devices only this will apply. That is this is nothing but the responsive web design. And here we are using the Elevate media screen. And here what we are doing for the nav list, we are creating text direction is equal to column and justify connect is center, alignment is center, row gap is 4L. So what is happening is that in the desktop version we have large space, so we are having entire navbar visible to us. We don't need any menu icon, but in the mobile version we don't have that much space, right? So what we are doing, we are creating a menu icon, and whenever we click on this menu icon, what will happen is that it will open a dialog, it will open a new box, and it will show the all the nav elements that we have. And you can see here we are adding text direction is column, justify content is center, align items is center. So all these items are aligned exactly the center with space between each and every one. Then we have nav menu is fixed, position is 0, top is 0, left is 0, and we have displays none, and then justify content is center. So this one is for the mobile version. We are going to display in this way, right? So we don't have to display the second time on the heading section. So we are going to remove this nav bar which will be hidden in the mobile version. Only this nav bar will be visible in the mobile version. Then we have navbar open flex and nav toggle display is equal to block. Here you can see this will only activate whenever you click on the nav menu button. So what it will happen is that uh, whenever you click on this nav menu button, you can see the top right. What will happen? It will go to the JavaScript. First we have created constant, that is nav menu, nav toggle, nav item, and header. You can see all these values are referred from the index.html file that we have. You can see here we have the nav toggle here. This is the nav toggle. Then we have nav menu here. You can see the header is here. So these values are referred here by using getElement by ID. And we are creating constants for nav menu, nav toggle, nav item, and nav header elements. And what we are doing, we are adding now for this nav toggle, we are adding an event listener. So whenever you're gonna click on the nav icon, that is, you can see whenever you click on this icon, it will open the nav menu. It will open this nav menu. So what will happen? So this is the function set and closes the menu when the user clicks the new links. So this is nothing but whenever you click on the nav menu, you open the menu bar and you click on any of the menu items. That is, you clicked on the home, then it should close and it will move back to that particular website, right? So what we are doing here in the code, we are adding an event listener to it. So whenever you click on the nav menu, it will open the nav menu to that particular section and it will remove the nav menu open one. That means it will make the display flex, right? It will remove this one. What will happen? The display flex element will be lost and now we will get display equal to none. Because we have display equal to none, so the menu bar will be hidden. Like it will come back to this section and it will move to the section, whatever section that we have clicked. If you click to the home section, it will come to the home section and it will disappear. That is added over here. Then we have the change in nav toggle icon. So this is for the change in nav element. So what happens is when we click on the menu icon, you want the menu bar to show. At the same time, you want the icon to change, right? You want the cross icon. So it will showcase that when I click on this cross icon, it will go back to the normal position and it will display menu icon. So this functionality is added here. You can see by using the JavaScript that where it contains class is nav menu open. We will replace menu icon with the close icon. That is, whenever you click on the menu icon, first you clicked on the menu icon, right? So what will change? It will change the menu icon into the cross icon. And whenever You can see nav toggle replace the else part. The else part is what it will replace. It will exchange both of them. That is close line. That is cross line will replace with menu icon. So whenever you click on the cross line, you go back to the menu icon and then the bar will close. Then this is for the testimonial section. We'll go to in the testimonial block. Then we can go to the hero section. It is the main section. In the main section, we have the hero section, and the hero section as that is as container. Then we have another div for dgrid. Dgrid, this is nothing but grid. It will make the website as grid that we have used. We have seen the default values that we have given, and we have the div. Here we have a div which contains hero content, h1, h2 element for hero title and hero description. Then we have another div for our years of experience, projects completed, and companies worked with. So we have three divs. Each and every div element we are adding paragraph element. T element is for paragraph element, and h2 is the heading element that we have used. Then we have image tag for adding the image. This is the portfolio image to our website. Then the hero section ends here. The hero section ends here. Then we can go to the hero section. Let me show you. This is the hero section. Hi, I'm Aviran, web developer. And the text, paragraph text we have added, and we have added the div that is our years of experience, projects completed, and the portfolio image. Now let's go to CSS. How we have designed in such a way that all these elements are aligned perfectly in the website. So now let's go to the CSS. Here you can see hero wrapper, minimum height is given, padding is given, hero content, text align is center, everything is aligned exactly at the center of the website. Then we have for the hero title, we are adding font size, margin color, and position is added. And for the hero title, we are adding positions absolute. You can see here, you can see hero title. This is the title, right? The developer title. We are adding this underline using the after effect that we have in the CSS. You can see here, width equal to 10 rem, height is 0.5 rem, and bottom minus 2 rem. So that is the reason it is aligned exactly below the web developer, and it is taking the 10 rem of width because we added 10 rem as width. Then we have hero description. For the hero description, we are added margin bottom and line height. Line height is nothing but the gap between each and every line of text that we have here. That is nothing but the line height. Then we have hero info. For that border top padding is given. Display flex direct, flex to wrap is wrap. Justify content is center. This hero information is nothing but the three elements are there, right? So we are using display flex. So they are aligned they are aligned one after the another, and we are using flex wrap is equal to wrap. And we have given gap equal to 5 rem, right? So for each and every section, we have 5 rem of gap between them. 5 years of experience and 5 rem of gap. 30 plus projects completed with 5 rem of gap. And we have 6 companies work. So this gap is added here. Next we have hero number. For the number, we have given the font size, font weight, color, and margin bottom. And hero info title, we have given font size, font weight, and color. Then we have the media query. This is for the maximum width of 968. That is, this is from the below version. That is mobile version and tab version. Yeah, this responsive revision will apply. And here you can see that we are given for the hero image width equal to 230 pixels. Justify selfie center. So we will align it exactly at the center. You can see in the mobile version. Because this is for the mobile version, you can see it is exactly at the center it is applied. So then we have about content. For the about content about title, we have given the maximum weight and transition effect. Then we have align margin bottom, justify skill section, skills qualification. Yes, right. So now yes, now the image will be added exactly at the center in the mobile version. You can see here this image. Now let's go to the about section. Now let's go to the about section. We have this is the about section, but we also have the main div, that is nothing but the container div, and then we have the first div, that is section header, section title, and section subtitle. We have read about this already. The default values that we are given, you can see here. this heading, right? This heading value is about, this is the about me is nothing but section title. Who am I is the section subtitle. Underscore is the that we have used using the After Effect. For that only we are for this is the div for that. And then we have the second div which has the main about wrapper. In that we have the first div, that is about content div. Inside we have about title, and by using the h3, that is heading tag. Then we have the paragraph tag for the paragraph to have the paragraph details. Then we have the anchor tag. We have added the anchor tag for the button, and here you can see no more button is added. In the report page also you can see no more button. Then we have uh, the main skills div. You can see then we have the main skills div. Inside this skills div, we have h3 element, that is heading element for technologies, and then we have another div, that is skills wrapper div, inside which we have two main divs. One is skills content div, which is replicated twice for both backend as well as frontend. For backend and frontend, and we are using an order list, and on order list then we have list item, and for each list item we are using I tag to have the icons integrated, the remix icons to integrated into the website. We are using the I tag, and you can see RI arrow right. So this arrow right is nothing but the icon. You can see here beside Python, PHP, Node.js, MongoDB, we have arrows, right? That icon is actually done by using here, using the I elements. And the same code is again replaced here, that is copied again for the next skill sections in the front end, that is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and React.js. And the another list ends and the div also ends. That is the about section ends here. Then we can go to the about.css. You can see the content. For the about content, what we are doing, margin is auto, section bottom is toRem, and text align is center. We can see all the text is aligned exactly to the center. Then for the about title, we are adding font size and margin bottom. You can see this is the about title. I am a professional and experienced front-end developer. Then for the about description, we added the margin bottom, skill section. Then we can go to the skill section. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay, next we can go to the skills section that we have done, that is justify yourself is center, and skill title. You can see the skills title here on the website, that is backend and frontend. They are aligned exactly at the center of the blocks. We have created two divs, right? Two separate divs, and this technology is the entire div, right? So for each div we are adding the background color also, and you can see the skills wrapper, display flex, justify self is justify candidate is center with gap of 2 rem. You can see Python, then theorem gap, then we have PHP, and they're all aligned exactly the center of the box. Then we have skills content. For that, background color is given here, and box shadow is given, padding is given to it, and you can see the box shadow effect for this box, and you can see the background color is different from the major background color of the website. And for each skills item, we are giving margin bottom. Skills subtitle, we are doing text align is center. Then for the icons also, we are adding the color, that is nothing but the orange color is added to them. You can see for the icons that we have used, that is our icon. Then we can go to the qualification section. We can go to the qualification section. This is the qualification section, and we have the main div, that is the container div. Then we have the div for heading, that is section title and section subtitle, which we have already seen for the qualification for the above section, and you can see the same thing is for the qualification section. That is nothing but qualification for the title. Then we have experience and education in the subtitle, and as per using the After Effect, we have already gone through the code. Then we can go to the next thing, that is the next div, that is the professional experience section. In this we have the main div, and inside div we have the h3 element, that is heading element, and we are integrated on remix icon by using the I tag. That's nothing but a briefcase icon. Then we have a div, that is the main div, for which we are adding the grid to it, so it can be aligned one after the another, one beside the another. And here we are using divs to separate our experiences. There are total of 3 divs, and each div contains an HT element, that is the heading element. And then we have the paragraph element for the description of the qualification. Then we have span element for the for mentioning the time, that how much time that the person has worked in a particular company using span element. And the same div is copied again for 3 times. Then we can go to the next div, that is the education div. You can see it is exactly the replica of the qualification div. The only change is that the data will change. You can see the first we have an h3 element for the heading, that is education. Then we have an I tag for adding the remix icon. Then we have the main div for which we are adding the grid, and in that we have 3 divs. For each and every div we have the h3 element for the section title, then we have the paragraph element for the description, and we have added the span element for mentioning the time. You can see 2016 to 2017, and the same code is copied again for 3 times. Then we have the last div, which is the qualification footer. This is for adding the see my full resume, as well as resume button we are added by using the anchor element. And here the section ends, the qualification section ends here. So now let's go to the CSS. So for the entire qualification wrapper, we are adding the margin bottom is 5M, and qualification content row gap is 5M. You can see for each and every row, here you can see this is the first section, right? Professional section. We have 5M of gap, then the education section starts here. So next we can see qualification name display equal to flex, column gap is 1 time is given to it. You can see qualification name that we have, that is nothing but the this professional experience is the qualification name, and we are giving border bottom 1 pixel solid, and the background color you can see the small underscore line is there, right? So that is done by using the border bottom. Then we have the qualification title, for that font size, font weight, and margin bottom is given. And qualification description, margin bottom is given for the qualification description. You can see for the description we have a margin given to it, space, that is nothing but a space is given between them. Then we have qualification date, for that we are given font size and font weight. Then we have qualification footer. This qualification footer is border top is added to them, and is nothing but you can see the underline is there, right? So similar way the underline will be added, and below it we have the resume, as well as the no view my full resume, and resume button will be given to them, will be added at that particular point. Then we have the service section. Then we can go to the services section. 1 second. Services section. This is the services section. So now let's go to the code. In the services section, you can see we have the main div as a container div, main div as a container div. Then we have the same section header div, that is section title and section subtitle. You can see the same thing here, that is services, what I do, and underline by using the after effect in the CSS. Then we have the main div. In the main div we are added the grid to it, and each grid, in that grid we have 3 services that we have added, that we are by using the div elements, and inside that we have the div for for adding the remix icon. You can see here we have added the icon to our website. You can see the icons, so that icon is added here. And then we have the h3 element for the heading, and we have added the break tag. BR means break tag. So this break tag, it will break the line of sentence. You can see front end, because we added the break tag, development comes below it. So next we have an anchor tag for adding the no more button that we have added by using the anchor element. The same code is copied again for 3 services. Then you can go to the CSS, and you can see for the card we are adding the background color is black, that is added, box shadow is given. You can see the here image, you can see the box shadow around the box, around the card. Then it is given, justify content is center. Then whenever you hover onto this card, the background color will change. You can see the orange color. This happens, I have taken the picture so that you can be able to understand it. So whenever I hover onto the button, I took the screenshot of it. So whenever you hover onto this card, the background color will change into orange color. So that is done here. Its background color will change. And whenever you enter the service card, the service link also color will change. Next, we have the service icon. For that, we are giving font size, color is margin bottom is applied to them. And then we have the service title. And for the service title, you can see the title has a blue color. Is the heading for the each and every section, and they are aligned exactly at the center. Then we have the project. And the project section starts here. I will show you the projects. So this is the project section. Now let's go to the code. The HTML code. This is the product section. We have the main div as container div. Then we have the secondary div, that is section header, section title, and section subtitle using h2 and span element, which we have already gone through. And you can see here project my recent work and underscore, that is done by using the After Effect in the CSS. Then we can go to the next div, that is the main div, grid div. Here I'm added the projects. I've added 3 projects and I'm using div to separate each and every project. The first div, you can see we have an image for adding the image of the project. Then we have h3 tag for the project title and paragraph element for adding some information about the project. And we have using the anchor element as well as I tag for adding the remix icon to this. It is demo. You can see here we have an arrow here. The arrow is added before the before the demo word. So that one is added by using the remix icon by using the I tag. So the same code is copied again for three more times for 3 projects. You can do it for as many projects that you want to add. And you can see project content will be 100%. Also with this 30 rem justify selfish center. So we have aligned exactly at the center. All data is aligned exactly at the center. For the image we are added. Then project title we are adding color, font size, and margin bottom is added. Project description, margin bottom is 2 rem. You can see the project description, and below it we have added 2 rem of gap. Then we have the demo button. Then we can have the project link, font size, text transforms uppercase, display flex, align items is center, column gap is 0.5, then transition is added to them. And whenever you hover onto this project link, it will change the color, and it will column gap will change into from 0.5 rem to 1 rem. You can see what is this column gap, how this changes that. Whenever you hover onto the demo button, you can see the background color will change. At the same time, when the column gap also changing, right? So the arrow will move like it has moved from its original position. You can see in the demo blue color, in the first travel website, the arrow icon is very close to the demo button. But in the next one portfolio website, the background color is changed to orange, and the icon is moved a little bit forward. It shows that it shows a very professional look to the website. So this is done by using by changing hover effect, and then in that hover effect we are changing the column gap to 1 rem from 0.5 rem. So it will look like it has moved. Then we have the testimonial section. We have this is the testimonial section. You can go to the testimonial section in the index.html. We have the main div as a container div. Then we have the section header, section title, and section subtitle using h2 and span element, which are already gone through. And it will make the text elements to align exactly at the center. And this underscore is done by using the After Effect that we have used in the CSS. Then we have the main div, that is testimonial wrapper. In that we are using the swiper JavaScript, so we have to mention swiper here. And we have the div swiper wrapper, inside which we are aligning the testimonials, which contains all the testimonials. In the first div, each and every testimonial is separated using a div. So each and every testimonial has its own div. Then we have the image. Then we have another div element for testimonial content. In that we are using paragraph element for the information, and h3 element for the name of the testimonial name, and span element for the designation. the occupation that the user is present. And the same code is copied again for 3 times, and we are using another day for swiper pagination. I'll let you. Swiper pagination is nothing but, you can see here this small orange color line, right? These 3 lines at the bottom of the uh, section. This is nothing but swiper pagination. So that whenever you click on this button, the this will move. That means the testimonials will move one after the another. So whenever you click on it, and we also have added the JavaScript also, that it moves automatically. I will tell you that code also. We are using testimonial card for each and every card. Text align is center, justified items is center, margin bottom is student. You can see all the data is aligned exactly to the center, and margin bottom is given as student. Then student the distance is given. Then for the testimonial image, maximum width is given. Border radius is 50%. You can see by adding the border radius 50%, you get an exact circular image. Then we have testimonial description. For that we are added the color and margin bottom. Then we have the testimonial name. For that we are added a margin bottom as well as font size. For the testimonial occupation we are added the font size. Wrapper, swiper wrapper, we are adding the padding bottom is freedom. You can see the padding bottom before the page motion. This is freedom. Then we have the swiper pagination bullets. Justify content is space around. You can see these bullets. Then we have background color is black color, border radius is 0, width equal to 3 run, height equal to 0.5 run. You can see the swiper bullets below orange, these lines that when I click on it, the slides will move. That is nothing but the pagination bullet. Background color is changed whenever you hover onto that particular active, or when active link means whenever you click on it, so it will change its background color to orange color. You can see orange color available at this pagination. Then we have the contact wrapper. Before that, I will tell you the testimonial slide. So what is that means? So by using the JavaScript slider swiper library, we have done this. So what will happen is that for every 2 seconds of delay, this will move. That means one testimonial will move and the next testimonial will come to this place and it will be visible. So that is added using the JavaScript. Here you can see I'm creating a testimonial slide, and I'm creating a new swiper, that is testimonial wrapper. This testimonial wrapper is nothing but, you can see here, testimonial wrapper. This is the main div which holds all these testimonials that we have added, right? 3 testimonials. So we are referring here, it over here. And we are create loop is equal to means it will continue, it will infinitely loop, it will continuously loop again and again. And here we are adding the effect is cover flow, that is cover flow is nothing but, you can see the both the other elements are hidden lightly, and you can see it will only show the main one in a big format exactly at the center. It is added here. Then we have added drag cursor. The rotation is 50, stretch is 0, depth equal to 100%, but modifier is 1, slide shadows is 2. That is the reason you can see the shadow effect. You can see the light shadow effect for the beside ones. And then you can see for the pagination, slide pagination, we are clickable equal to true. That is for this buttons that we have below. So whenever you click on these buttons also, the slides will move. That is added here by using clickable equal to true. And slide preview is auto. Then we have header scroll animation. This is for the header element. So whenever you scroll to each and every section, that is 40, then the header scroll will be added. So the header will be visible at the top. Then for the scroll table animation, this scroll table animation is nothing but, so whenever you visit the website, the first website, it will display the elements one after the another in a smooth animation format. That is done by using the scroll reveal. And here we are creating 2 seconds, 2 milliseconds of duration is given. The distance is 100 pixel, delay is 400, reset is false. You can see by using this, simply by adding sr.reveal, what will happen is that first hero content and about content will be displayed. You can go to the hero section. So this hero content what will happen is that it will come from the bottom and it will showcase at the top. That animation is done by using this here. You can see SR reveal hero here, SR reveal hero content and about image. And you want this hero image origin to be top, right? By mentioning which origin, by mentioning origin means from which direction that you want to reveal this item into the website. Here you can see for the hero image, we want the origin from top. That means the image will come from top to bottom. The about say information, that is hi, I am Abhiram developer, information will come from bottom top side. This animation is done by using this scroll reveal. And this is how simple it is to just add the class names that you want to have this animation, and you just mention the delay and interval, or you can mention the origin. You can mention here in the qualification footer text and contact content. Here we are adding origin is equal to left. From left side it will move into the website. And for the qualification footer and qualification button, we are adding the origin equal to right side, right? From the right side, it will move into the website. The smooth animation is done by using this scroll reveal animation. That is JavaScript library. That simple it is. With this very minimal code, we can do that animation to our website. Then we can go to the contact section. This is the contact section we have. HTML is done. Contact section. In the contact section, we have the main div as container. Then we have the div that create main div. Then we have two divs. And in the first div, we have the contact content using HTML element, contact title, and paragraph element for contact description. Then we have the second div for having an anchor element for get in touch button. You can see the image. See the image. Contact me. Let's work together. And then we have a get in touch button. You can see contact wrapper, text element is center. For the contact title, we are adding the font size and margin bottom. Contact content, we are adding the max width equal to margin, and margin is also given. Then we have contact description, margin bottom is student. You can see the margin bottom student for the text. Then we have the footer, and for the footer, let's go to the footer section. You can see in the footer section, we have the main div as container, then we have the second div that is grid, and we have the div for footer content. Inside we have h4 element for footer title and another list. We have the another list, and each another list has and list item, and list item has their anchor tag embedded into it, and also an I tag for adding the remix icon integration into the website. Here we are adding the social icons, that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and GitHub. We have adding the using another list item anchor tag as well as I tags for adding the remix icons into our website. Then we have the second div for footer content. In that we have HTML element for the footer title and anchor element for footer contact, that is the email mentioned email. Then the same content for call me, that is mobile number. And then we have a paragraph tag for copyright, and by using editor copy colon symbol, we can have the copyright symbol for website. We can see the copyright C inside a circle. Then you can see we have added swiper.js, this for adding the scroll reveal as well as swiper function. And then we have added the scroll reveal by using the script tag, and we have also added the main JavaScript file, this JavaScript file to our index.html. You can now go to the CSS for the footer. Background color is given, padding is given to it. Then we have the wrapper, padding and gap is given, that is 5rem. You can see 5rem of gap between each and every section. Then we have the title. For the title, then we have social list, display flex, gap is 3rem. You can see the flex direction, all the social icons are aligned one beside another with a gap of, with each gap is given of 3rem. Then we have footer social link, font size, color is given, transition is given to them. Then we have the footer content and footer contact, then footer social overlink, that is the mood is over into the footer elements. The color will change from white to orange. What is added here? Then we have footer copyright center, exactly at the center we want the all rights reserved copyrights in the right. It is added here. Then WebKit scroll bar is nothing but the scroll bar that we have added in our website. You can see the scroll bar. This is the scroll bar. You can see here also. This is the scroll bar that we have added for our website. It is done here by using the WebKit scroll bar by mentioning the width of it. Border radius is 0.5. Pattern color is given to it. And thumb is nothing but you can see here. This is the thumb, the small one on which by using which we can be able to scroll our website. And over background color we are changing into orange color. Then we are using the media queries, that is responsive web design. And here we are using minimum width is 560, right? So above 560 width devices, whatever that is tab desktop version, that for that versions, we are going to apply these changes to them. So here, what is this responsive web design is that? So first you will develop either desktop version or mobile version, then you will change the values accordingly to the, if you develop for the desktop version, you have a lot of space, right? So we took most font size, you have given big font size is given there. But in the mobile version, we cannot have that much big this screen size, right? So at that time, we are gonna change those values by using this media queries. That is nothing but the responsive web design, so that it looks good in the different mobile devices also. Here we are using a minimum width is 560 pixel, that is above 560 pixel device is values will apply. And here I am using grid template column is required equal to 2 justify content is center. So this grid template column is nothing but you can see in the project section. We have three here. Three projects are aligned in the, because this is the desktop version, right? And the screen size is large. So what happened? The screen size is reduced. Then what will happen is the grid template column equal 2. That means only two projects will visible at the top. Then the remaining third project will come below. That is done here by you can see here, grid template column equal to repeat 2. So you only want to repeat 2. Then we will make the remaining one display below it. So there's only small changes will be there. You can see display values will change, select direction, center, and most of the time these only display values will change, grid display values will change because we don't have lot spaces in the mobile devices, right? We have lot spaces in the desktop version, so we want to use the entire space. We can use grid template column equal to 3 so that we can be able to have the entire space and all our data can be visible. You can see text align, transform. You can see all these are only small changes. We are not adding any new codes. We are just changing the grid template column values, display values, the margin values we are changing. These are all values already written. We are just changing this values, small changes. You can see grid template column is equal to 3 because this is the desktop version, right? So for the desktop version, we have a lot of space. So we are going to have 3 projects at single place. So we added grid template column equal to 3. And contact wrap-up displays flex space between justify content to center. And you can see for the contact, they're aligned exactly at the center. The space is added between them. That is contact me and get in touch button. The space is added between them because we have added align at the center and justify content is space between. That's it. That's it for the website. So if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. It takes really lot of efforts for having this full tutorials. I'm explaining line by line code, each and every section code I'm explaining to you. Definitely try to visit for more videos in the YouTube channel and like, share and subscribe. We are very near for getting monetization and for having really good effects into making these videos. I hope you love it. Definitely, if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. There are full tutorials available on the website, on the YouTube channel as well. Line by line code is explained, and you can create wonderful websites for your projects, for the school projects or for college projects or for any business requirements. Definitely try to build these projects. The source code is available and full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So now let's go to the website. So you can see the navbar, home, about, qualification. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements. and you can see how we neatly align the text, as well as we have aligned the information as experience, projects computer, and companies worked with by using the justify content space around text. And then we can go to the about me section. You can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the technologies. This the way that we have aligned backend and front end. You can see the icons that we have added before the technology name, and you can see how we align the subtitle element and as well as subtitle, and we have also added the underline using the after effect of CSS function. Then we can see the professional qualification, that is experience, and by using the grid we have aligned them in the website. And you can see the icons also, how we integrate the icons. Then you can see the resume button, and you can see the hover effect. Then we have the services section, that is front end. You can see the hover effect on the box, and you can see the box will expand, as well as the background color will change. And then we have the projects. You can see the projects. Then you can see the hover effect on the demo button. You can see how neatly we have aligned them, equally spaced. Then we can go to the testimonial section. You can see how the testimonial section is aligned. By clicking on this button, you can change. By using the directly also, it will move from one testimonial to another testimonial. 2 seconds to each testimonial. It will repeat by using JavaScript JS delivery. By using that library, we are creating this. Then you can go to the contact me section, get in touch. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you can see those footer elements, social media icons. You can see the hover effect, and this you can see the now bar also, scroll bar also. You can see hover effect on the scroll bar. And this website is entirely responsive. That is, it is available. It is also available in the mobile as well as in the tab version. Let me show you that. So we can see this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly it is aligned, and you can see all elements are aligned, equally spaced. There are no errors, and how neatly it is aligned. You can see by clicking on the menu element, you can get the menu icons visible, and you will be moved to that particular section whenever we click on that nav element. You can see the smooth transition also. If we go back, and this website is also available in tab version. You can see this is the tab version. The website is available in all three formats, as it is entirely responsive for different devices: tab, mobile, desktop version. We have seen the desktop version also. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. The full tutorial is also available in the uh, YouTube channel. Line by line code is explained over there. Please visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe, and try to visit the channel. There are tutorials, line by line tutorials. You can learn the front-end web development, and there are a lot of projects are available on the channel. Try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Now let's go through each and every section. Right now we are in the home section. You can see I have aligned the nav bar here by using this button, menu icon, the desktop version also. You can see the hover effect on each and every section. Then you can close the nav bar here. Then we have the text, and we can see the hover effect and change in the icon, the arrow icon. You can see it will move towards upside when you hover onto it. And you have a down arrow button to go to the next section. Then we can go to the next section is the portfolio section. You can see the hover effect. It tells what that project is and which domain it is from. And you can see we can also by using the swiper we have added more projects here. Then can go to the professional skills section. You can see the image right side revealing. You can see the bar effect of the skills proficiency percentage, and then we can see the education and experience timeline. You can see how we have aligned them. Then we have the pricing for each and every service. You can see the icons, integration of icons, as well as you can see the hover effect. Whenever we hover onto it, the color changes, and box shadow effect. You can see like a 3D box, 3D button. You can see the box shadow effect. And then we can go to the contact section. You can see we integrated the icons as well as the form. Whenever we hover onto the button, the color also changes as well as the arrow mark will shift towards upside. This entire website is done using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and it is very beginner friendly. The website is also available in mobile and tab version also. This website is entirely responsive. You can see this is the desktop version. Now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version. You can see how neatly they have aligned. Then you can also see the menu bar, drop down menu section. And see how neatly the transition is taking place. That is movement from one section to another section. And this is the tab version of the website. You can see how neatly they have aligned, taking the space properly. The menu bar. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials and designs. There are a lot of designs available, lot of projects, not just portfolios. We have travel websites, movie websites, and you can learn front-end web development. And we have also added line by line coding tutorials to explain you each and every line in the making of this portfolios or websites. Try to visit the channel. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Now let's go through line by line code for this portfolio website. You can see here. Right now let's go to index.html file. In the head section you have the meta elements. Then we have the title tag for that is responsive portfolio. Then we have link tag to link our style.css file. You can see this is our style.css file. Then we have link by using the link tag we have linked our Google API fonts, and you can see we are using pop-ins. And then we have linked preload image, that is the first image that we want to load when the website is in the active state and the starting state, that is pf image. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section you can see we are in the header section, and in the header section we have the main container div. Then we have an anchor tag for the logo, that is Aditya. Then we have navbar, and the navbar we have an order list, and order list has list item anchor tag. And for each and every anchor tag we have an h reference. This reference is nothing but whenever you click on the home button, it will move to the home section id with the home. You can see here for the section here we have id as home, so it will move to this particular section whenever you click on this anchor tag. So similar way we have taken portfolio, skills, timeline, price, and contact nav elements. Then we have a button. In that button we have menu. This is for the menu toggle, this is for the menu element. We have in the home section, you can see here this is the nav bar. We have the logo Aditya. Then we have the nav elements, that is home, portfolio, skills, timeline, price, and contact. Then we have the nav button. You can see here X. Here we also have a nav button. Whenever you click on it, it will open the nav bar. So we can go to the CSS file along with it, so that you can be able to understand each and every section. So right now we have the root is nothing but whatever the values that you want to use in this entire website. You can have those values here giving them any name, like here you can give -- sonic silver. Then we can call those values in the code by using var Let me show you. Here you can see font family var of that particular name that you are given. FF Malish. You can see here FF. You can see FF Malish. That is Malish font family. So what are the basic default values that you want to use? You can give them here in this format. And then we can go to the code that is for start. This is for reset. So it will continuously reset your website. It will refresh your website. Margin and border is given to it. Box sizing is border box. For every list item, the default style will be applied to it. So to remove those default styles, we will use list style is none. So it will remove any default styles that will apply. Then we have anchor tag. For that also we want to remove the default styles. Then we are using text decoration is none. Color is inherent. Then for the anchor element, these are all default values. That is, we want display in block, and image height is auto. Then whatever the default height it has, whatever the size of the image it has, it will show. And for the input and button and text areas, we have the background is none, border is none, font is inherent. Then we have input and text area, which is 100%. Button, cursor pointer. Button, for the button we are using cursor pointer. And then you can see cursor pointer is nothing but whenever I hover onto the index.html, you can see the pointer will change into cursor. Then we have address. For the address we have font style is normal. HTML, you can see this is starting one. HTML, for that font family is added. Font size, scroll behavior is smooth. Then for the body section we have added background color, font size, line height and letter spacing. You can see line height is nothing but the gap between each and every line is nothing but line height, and the letter spacing is nothing but the space between each and every letter is letter spacing. You can see here we have given letter spacing equal to 0.2 pixel. Then focus visible, or then we have placeholder. For the placeholder value we are giving color. This placeholder value you can see in the contact me section. You can see this this name, email, message, these are placeholder values. So those values have the color that is given over there. You can see here where color is given to them as gray. And WebKit scroll bar is whenever you want to add scroll bar directly to your website, you can use this WebKit scroll bar by mentioning the width and height of the WebKit. You can see here in the VS also we have the scroll bar, and this is the scroll bar, and whenever I hover onto it, you can see it will get a little light in color. It is added here similar way. Then we have container. For the container we are adding padding inline is 30 pixel. Section, for that we are adding. Then we have image holder. For the image we are giving width and height, aspect ratio, that is nothing but width and height are given to it. Then we have has before and before functions are very important. And then we have image cover, section subtype. These all values are default values for the elements, that is h1 h2 elements. For that giving font values, color values are given, and for each and every element also we are giving values. You can see here line height is 1.4 for h1 and h3 elements. So these are heading elements. For the section title we are giving margin block and is 40 pixel. Then card is nothing but position relative, overflow is hidden. Border radius is, we are giving border radius to it. And for the card content, you can see card content. This is for the home section. The home section, you can see the background card is available, right? So this card is given here. Position is absolute, top is 10 pixel, right is 10 pixel, bottom is 10 pixel, left is 10 pixel. These values are given. Then grid and flex end. Then whenever we hover onto it, opacity will be equal to 1. Then we have these are all the default values. The scroll bar track, this is for the scroll bar, these 3 values. Then we have the header section. This is the starting section. The above values are all default values, and the scroll bar section we have. Now in the header section we have position is fixed, top, these values are given to it. Then we have header container, display is flex, justify content is space between. You can see both are aligned, the space is aligned exactly between them, and then move towards each and every end. That is nothing but justify content is space between. Align items is center, gap is given to them. Then we have logo. For the logo element we have given the values. This is Aditya logo. Then we have nav toggle button. For that we are given the width, the height, background color and transition. Then this nav toggle button, this nav toggle you can see is that it is for the nav bar. You can see here in the image. So whenever you click on this cross button, it will close the navbar and it will have an navbar menu icon, and when you click on it, it will show the menu bar. So that feature it will be is added. And for the navbar, we are using position is absolute, top left width is given to it. Then whenever is navbar is active, we have maximum width is 250 pixel, visibility is visible. You can see for the original navbar we are giving visibility is hidden. So whenever you click on this uh, equal menu icon only, then only the navbar will be visible. That code is written in the here in the javascript. First we have add event listeners to each and every element. We are adding an event listener. So as we go on into each and every section, an event will be added to it, and our event listener will be added to it. So in the navbar, what we are doing, data navbar, data nav link, and data nav toggle. Here you can see the nav section. We have nav toggle button, toggle menu. So these values are referred over here. So whenever you can see the first constant that we're creating is that, so whenever you click on that button, then it will add active list to it. Active list will be added to the nav bar. So what is this active list? You can see here active list will add visibility equal to visible. So the website will be visible, then only the website will showcase. And whenever you click on the cross button, it will remove the active list. That is the reason we are adding toggle. In place of toggle, we can also add and remove function also. And you can see here whenever the close navbar button is clicked, we will remove the active list. That is, you can see here the cross mark is there, right? So whenever you click on the cross, then this navbar will disappear because the active link will be removed. So what is this active link? Active link has visibility equal to visible, right? So if this is not applied to the navbar, then the visibility will be hidden. So it will be removed. Then navbar list, nav link, slide down button, and we have the hero section. You can go to the hero section. In the hero section, you can see this is the hero section. In the hero, this first section, we are having the image, that is the figure, and we are also adding the background, that is the table element, hero content. We are adding using paragraph element, h1 element, that is the heading element. Then another list for adding the list item and anchor tags. And ion icon is the icon that we are using in this website. For this website development, we are adding arrow forward outline button to it, icon to it. Then we have the main three domains. Then we have another list for list item and span element of years of experience and strong element for 5+ years. Then we have list item, strong and span element. Then we have an anchor tag for the slide down button, and we have an icon by using the arrow down icon. This is the hero section. And hero section, you can see here, this is the hero section. Then in the hero section, you can see the name, the heading, and the button, and the card holder. Let's go to the hero section. This is the hero section. Background color is given, padding is given. For the hero banner, we are adding the margin block and maximum width is given to it. Hero title and hero list is given. And for the list link, we are using display flex. Justify content is flex to start. Align items is center. Gap is 12 pixel. You can see all the links, that is web development, Canva design, and YouTube. They are aligned towards the left hand side, that is flex start direction. And whenever you hover onto those links, what will happen is the color will change. At the same time, the ion icon, you can see here the ion icon transition will take place. That is, whenever you hover onto this links, that is web development, Canva design, and YouTube, the arrow will show towards upside. That transition is taking place here. You can see ion icon transition is given to it. Then we have list item, displays flex start, center, experience, that is, you can see the experience section. We have two experience sections, that is 5+ years of experience, 850+ of successful projects. We are using display flex, and we are aligning them at the center. The gap given between is 15 pixel. The 15 pixel gap, you can see a gap. This is the 15 pixel gap is given over here. Then we are given color, font size, font weight, basic values. Then we have skills. Then we can go to the next section. Next section is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, we have the main div, that is content. Then we have paragraph element for the heading, section subtitle, section title, best works. Then we have another list, and in that we have a list item. Inside list item we have a div that is called as card div, and for that we are adding a figure. Then we are adding an anchor tag, and anchor tag, in that anchor tag we are adding the ion icon, that is arrow forward outline icon. Then we have H3 element, that is card title. For the card title, paragraph element for card text. In the same list item is copied again for 6 more times. You can copy it again for 6 more times for 6 portfolios. You can see here. Let me show you the portfolio image. This is the portfolio image, and you can see the headings are aligned towards the left side. We have already seen this. And then section title is given to them, colors are added to them. And we have already given the default values, that is whenever you hover onto these images, you can see a card will appear on it, and it will showcase an arrow, as well as it will showcase the details that we have added, movies and web development. You can see here, I have already told you about the card. Here you can see whenever you hover onto the card, the opacity will become 1. And what is this opacity? Because we are adding an absolute to it, so it will hover onto the image, a card will be shown, and vivid data will be shown with an arrow mark that we have already discussed. Next we can go to the next section, that is skill section. Once again, can go to the next section, that is skills section. In the skills section we have the main div container, then we have another div for skills content. In that we have paragraph element for section subtitle and h2 element for section title. This is the default values that I have already explained to you, because of which only they are aligned towards the left hand side. You can see the skills and skills heading both are aligned towards the flex start element, that is to the left hand side, which we have already added. Then you can see that we have a paragraph element for the data, and we have an unordered list. In that we have a list item, and in that list item we have 2 divs. One is for the wrapper, that is for the information, that is HTML CSS, and with the skill value is 85%, 95%. And we have another div for progress bar, and this progress bar width is equal to 95%. We are using style equal to 95%. You can see in the skills image that it will cover up to 95% of the skill bar, that is by the second div that we have added. And the same list item is copied again for 3 more times. And then we have last div, that is skills banner as before div. You can see the styles here. You can see section title and section we have already talked about this. Then we have the wrapper. For the wrapper we are using display flex direction is space between, align items is center. You can see they are aligned exactly in the equal format, one after the another. Then space between, right? So we have spaces added between HTML and 95%. You can see the spaces added exactly between them. Then we have section title, section progress bar. For the progress bar we are adding the background color, and the width is already defined in the index.html, right? Here you can see the style, we are using inline style here, and we are already given the width, that is 90%. So we are just adding the color to it. For every progress box we are adding the background color. And you can see timeline item. That's it. But next we have the timeline section. In the timeline section we have the container, main container, then we have paragraph element for subtitle, and we have heading element for the section title, which we have already seen. You can see here. Let's go to this one. This one. That we have added another list. We are using another list again, and we are using list item. In that list item we have h3 element for the time period, paragraph element for the item title, and the paragraph element for the item address. And the same list item is copied again based on your interest. I've copied here like 5 times, and you can see here we have added like 4 here. There's one more again. This is the timeline that we have added. and you can see here for the timeline icon we are using display grid, gap is 15 pixel. So you can see 15 pixel of gap is given to each and every timeline, and then we have given them color, font size are added to them. Font size is added to them, and we have already added display flex is there, right? So for the container element, so each and every element is aligned one after the another, and you can see how they are equally spaced. Then we can go to the next section, that is the pricing section. In the pricing section we have the main div, that is container. Then we have another div that says pricing content, paragraph element for section subtitle, h2 element for section title, and other paragraph element for section text. Then we have an order list. In the order list we have the list item. Inside list item we have a div that is nothing but paragraph card, and we are using ion icon here, and we are adding h3 element for card title and data element for card price. So the same list item is copied again for as many cards that you want to add, and then you can see here this is the one. And because we have already known that for the section title and section subtitle, they will be aligned towards the left hand side, because we have already gone to the code that says towards displays flex is added to them, and flex start is the justify content we have given. And for the paragraph element you can see section text is given 60 pixel. You can see above margin, this margin is 60 pixel. Then we have pricing list. For the pricing list, then you can see here we are using displays grid, gap is 30 pixel, and the gap you can see for each and every card we are adding 30 pixel of gap. And you can see for the pricing card we are adding the color, background color is given to it, background color, border radius is given, and box shadow effect. You can see the box shadow effect, it looks like a 3D icon. And then we have for the pricing card we are using for the ion icon, we are applying the color to it. You can see for the icon we have orange color, and whenever we hover onto it we change the color to white color, and that is added here. You can see that whenever you hover onto the pricing card, then background color will change into theme color, and the color will change for ion icon color, and the normal text color will change into white color. You can see here the app development, the price, and the icon color change into white, and the background color change into orange. Then we have the contact me form. We can go to the contact section, and this is the contact section, and in the contact section we have the main div, that is the container div, and inside we have another div that is contact content. Then we have paragraph element for the section subtitle, and h2 tag for the section title, and we have another paragraph element for section text. Then we have another list. In that another list we have the list item which has contact item, that is address. First we are using ion icon for the location outline icon, then we are using address. For that address tag we are adding the address icon URL. Then another list item, in that list item we are using ion icon, and we are using an anchor element for mentioning the mobile number. And then we have used another list item ion icon, and inside that we have an ion icon anchor element for the email address. Then we have another list item, inside we have another ion icon, and we have an anchor tag for the website name. So the div ends here. Then we have another one, that is form div. Form, inside form we have input elements, and definitely try to mention the type element, because whenever we mention the type, let me show you. So whenever somebody is entering data into the form, and for the email ID, we have to always have @gmail.com or @gmail.com is important, right? So if the user doesn't provide that input, and if you don't mention type here, if you mention type, then it will showcase an error. If you mention email as a type, then it will showcase an error to the user that you have to mention @gmail.com. Then he will verify the user, and it will and he will enter the correct data. That is the reason we always have to use type in the type attribute in the input tags. Here we have email. Then we have text area. Whenever you want to give more space, then you can use text area, and we can use button. We have a button element for submit button, and we have an ion icon, that is arrow icon. You can see here we have an arrow beside submit button. Then we can go to the CSS. Then we can go to the CSS. In the CSS, you can see we have given the normal values. Then we have contact item, that is display flex. Align items is center. You can see they're aligned exactly at the center. Then we have ion icon. For the ion icon, we are given the colors. And for the contact link, we have given the color font family. And the input fields, we have given color. And you can see here the border, 1 pixel border is given. You can see 1 pixel border to each and every input tags. Then we have input field focus. So whenever you try to enter it, then the border color will change into dark black color. Then for the text input area also, we are adding the resize is vertical, and that is whenever you try to enter in the message element, it will go continuously in the vertical direction. That is, you can enter as much as data as you want. Then we have submit button. For that, we are given the background color, display flex, specify content is center, align icon is center, gap is 8 pixel, and you can see the gap, 8 pixel of gap is given here. Then we have the submit button. Hover, or whenever you hover on it, the background color will change. And for the ion icon, transition will take place. That is the you can see ion icon, we have the arrow icon towards straight right. So whenever you hover onto the submit button, the arrow icon will show towards upside. The transition will take place. Then we have the footer element. The footer element, we have the main div, that is the container div. Then inside container, we have the paragraph div for copyright. Then we have another list. In that another list, we have the list item anchor tag. Inside anchor tag, we have ion icon, that is logo Facebook. In such a way, we are copying the ion icon for adding logo Twitter and logo Instagram. Then we also added script tag. By using script tag, we added the script.js. We have linked to the script.js here, and we also added ion icon external links to our website, so that we can be able to access the ion icons into the website. You can see here all that's reserved and the social media icons. That CSS is given here footer, and we are copyright link is inline block. And for the whenever you hover onto the copyright link, then we get the text declaration is underlined. That is whenever you go to this all that's reserved, then it will show as an underline below it whenever you hover onto it. And for the social list, we have added display flex, justify content is center, gap is 20 pixel. You can see 20 pixel of gap is added to each and every social link, that is Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Then you can go to the social media queries. Media queries are nothing but whenever you want to make your website responsive, that is whenever you want to make your website available in the mobile version, tab version also, then you will use this media query. This is nothing but first you have to write the entire code for any of the versions, that is mobile version or for the desktop version. We have written it for the mobile desktop version, right? Now we have written it for the mobile version. Now we will change small values. We can see here display justify flex start, gap is equivalent. The minimum width is 576 pixel, means that the website, the devices that are that has larger screen size than 576 pixel, that is nothing but more than mobile devices, these values will apply to them. So here we are changing nothing but the display values are changing, the font size values are changing. You can see for 760 above pixel means this is for the tab, and you can see display, mostly the font size values will change, display values will change. You can see quick template 3 and 1 FR, that is in the desktop version you have a lot of space, right? You can display 3 items at the one place. You can see here in the portfolio section, this is the desktop version, right? So we can display 3 portfolios, that is 3 projects we can display. In the mobile version we don't have that much space, so we can only display them in the one after the another. That is the reason in the desktop version we are using grid template is column repeat is 3 1 FR, that is 3 items you can display. And whenever in the mobile version we are using grid template column repeat equal to 1 FR, because we don't have we don't have large size for the mobile device, right? So we want them to be displayed one after the another. You can see mostly the font size values, display values only change. There is no new code is added here. The simply whatever the value that were already given, for them you are changing the font size value, the display values will be changed, that's all. And you can see most of the elements will be having those values only. so you don't have to be worried about what responsive web design is. The That is, it is very important because if your website is available in all device types, then it will be accessible to more users, right? So that is the reason responsive web design is very important. You don't have to like worry about it. First, try to complete one site, that is either mobile version or either desktop version. Then you can just change those values. By changing those values, mostly font size values will change. The display values will change because in the mobile version we don't have large space, right? So we have to display any elements one after the another. In the desktop version we can display one beside also, right? In the portfolio you can see here also that we can display three projects, right? So in the desktop version we can display three projects. We are using display by using the grid element. We are specifying that we can display three elements, so three elements are specified. In the mobile version we cannot display three elements, right? Because the size is small. So you have to mention grid template column is one fr, that is one after the another it will be displayed. So these values, there are no new values added here. Just the values will change. That is size values will change. The width will change. That's all. So you don't have to be worried about them too much. So just concentrate on building one side of one side the coin, that is whether desktop side or the mobile side, and then changes values accordingly based on the view. Yes, that is display values will change and the font size background values will change. That's all. And we have already gone through the JavaScript. Then the website ends here. This is the website that we built. The home section, then portfolio section, skills section, pricing section, education section, contact section. That's all. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and try to visit the channel. There are tutorials, line by line tutorials. You can learn the front-end web development, and there are a lot of projects are available on the channel. Try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Now let's go through each and every section. Right now we are in the home section. You can see I have aligned the nav bar here by using this button, menu icon, the desktop version also. You can see the hover effect on each and every section. Then you can close the nav bar here. Then we have the text and we can see the hover effect and change in the icon, the arrow icon. You can see it will move towards upside when you hover onto it. And you have a down arrow button to go to the next section. Then we can go to the next section is the portfolio section. You can see the hover effect. It tells what that project is and which domain it is from. And you can see we can also by using the swiper we have added more projects here. Then you can go to the professional skills section. You can see the image right side revealing. You can see the bar effect of the skills proficiency percentage, and then we can see the education and experience timeline. You can see how we have aligned them. Then we have the pricing for each and every service. You can see the icons, integration of icons, as well as you can see the hover effect. Whenever we hover onto it, the color changes, and box shadow effect. You can see like a 3D box, 3D button. You can see the box shadow effect. And then we can go to the contact section. You can see we integrated the icons as well as the form. Whenever we hover onto the button, the color also changes as well as the arrow mark will shift towards upside. This entire website is done using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and it is very beginner friendly. The website is also available in mobile and tab version also. This website is entirely responsive. You can see this is the desktop version. Now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version. You can see how neatly they have aligned. Then you can also see the menu bar, drop down menu section. And see how neatly the transition is taking place. That is moving from one section to another section. and this is the tab version of the website. You can see how neatly they have aligned, taking the space properly. The menu bar. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials and designs. There are a lot of designs available, lot of projects, not just portfolios. We have travel websites, movie websites, and you can learn front-end web development. And we have also added line by line coding tutorials to explain you each and every line in the making of this portfolios or websites. Try to visit the channel, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.